doing?
I was trying.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Be careful. Oh, God.
Yeah, that was close.
Where y'all at? Brittany over here tearing up stuff. Oof, still hot. It's turning. You got it going out the door. Oof. Hey, y'all. What's up? Oh, this look close. Oh, I guess I got my bifocals on. Hey, hey, hey. What's up? Hey. Dion. Dion, what's up? Y'all here? I'm going to tell y'all a bedtime story. I'm going to tell y'all a bedtime story. Okay. Oh, the screen is down. I bet that's what it is. Yep. All right, I can see a little bit better now. Y'all want to hear a bedtime story? Dion, it's been a day for me too. What's been going on, girl? I'm ready to do some more content with you. Okay, y'all. So, number one, I made it to Detroit. Praise the Lord. And coming to Detroit is bittersweet for me because for those who know me, my mother passed away. Y'all know that already. My mother passed away in 2013. It'll be 12 years in November. My mother passed away 7 days before my twins were born. So they never met my mom. But in coming to Detroit, you know, I get to see my family and my mother's sisters. I mean, and I can't help but think about my mom. And then they remind me of my mom. So it's bittersweet anytime I come to Detroit because I just can feel my mom, you know. I came here this week primarily, and make sure y'all are hitting the subscribe button. So I wouldn't believe Dion text me what happened. Hit the subscribe button. Also, as for those who are passing through, you can come back and watch me later. But for those who are with me and you do this for me all the time, will you type in and ask others who are passing through to subscribe to the channel? I'll come back to that in just a second. And I'm not gonna hold y'all long. But I came this week. I was supposed to get here yesterday, but our flight was delayed and we couldn't get out of Mississippi. So we've been traveling all day today. And I came, the number one reason why I came this week, I had a strategy call with a woman of God a few weeks ago. And during the strategy call, she cited spoken word. And I forgot how old she is. But she's got to at least be in her 70s or so. Anyway, and, you know, hearing her recite spoken word that she wrote, it made me want to come and just capture her gift and just share it with humanity and just see what happens with it. So that was my initial plan. And then I was sent a story. Y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. I was sent a story shortly after that of a grandmother who lost her daughter in August. Matter of fact, when we got wind of the story, the funeral hadn't even taken place yet. And the grandmother lost her daughter and was left to raise her grandchildren. So her daughter has 5 children. And then after we reached out, we were so excited we were able to make contact, we found out that she had another daughter who passed away 2 years ago. And she had 3 children. So you have a grandmother who is on a fixed income, on disability, who's taking care of 8 children. And so her daughter that just passed away in August suffered basically postpartum heart failure. She had the baby, her heart couldn't handle it, and she passed away in August. The baby was born in June. So that became my focus for the trip, just to do good and to see how we can stand the gap and help her in some way. So the good news is she knew we were coming. Of course, we reached out to her, but today I spoke with her personally instead of my team and got to know her a little bit better via telephone. And tomorrow we're going to go and interview her. And I told her, I'm not making any promises, but I do believe that I have a group of people who are going to get behind this and be a strength to you and to your grandchildren. That's just a tough situation to be in. You've lost two of your daughters and you have their children and you're on a fixed income. So, this month has just been very interesting. And I'm like, God, in the midst of everything that's going on, why would you send me to Detroit to stand in the gap and come to be a financial support to someone who really needs us in the midst of everything we have going on, even as a ministry? It's just, sometimes it just seems like when God gives you an instruction, it makes no sense. Like, at a time when we're really going through ourselves, God would have us look beyond ourselves and go travel, be inconvenienced to go and be a strength and an anchor for somebody else. But I walked with God long enough to know that when God gives you an instruction, there's always provision attached to it. There's always a miracle attached to it. And I think for me, because I was asking myself this today, like in the midst of being tired, in the midst of being at the airport, in the midst of the flight being delayed yesterday, we couldn't get out of Mississippi. Like, why do I even do this? I'm not getting a dime for this. I'm not getting paid in any shape, form, or fashion for leaving my family, leaving my babies, and coming to Detroit to do this. I'm not getting paid for it. In fact, we're here by faith because God says so. So it's like, what is this all about? And I do believe sometimes God lets you get into a position where you have to pass the faith test of why you really do what you do. And I can honestly say that I do this because I want to see people win. I don't have an ulterior motive. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it already and you're not subscribed to the page. So anyway, but I know there's something greater on the other side. But you have to follow the instruction first, even when it doesn't make sense. So I just wanted to say that, number one. Number two, on the business side, on my business side, because for those of you who know me, I have a business and we received a different set of instructions of late. And I've began to put my focus on coaching, mentorship, social media management, content creation, and editing. And I never saw myself going this way. I didn't see it coming this way. But when I tell you those who I've been working with, my clients, the way they have evolved, I know God is with me and I know there's something on my life. And I know every single person that I'm mentoring, they're going to make it and they're going to make it big. So I just got off the phone with one of my clients, only one Tracy. I love you, my Kia. Hey, Soteria. Only one Tracy. I want y'all to go and follow her page. It's on YouTube. Only one Tracy. Oh, Miss Ruthie, where you been? I love you. Will you type in only one Tracy? I want y'all to go and follow her page. She hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday on YouTube. This is so big. She has a podcast coming out. I have a podcast coming out. But she has a podcast coming out. We're probably going to release it on October 31st. And I'm just so proud of her. And I'm so proud of the evolution. And she just went live for the first time on YouTube. So can y'all just celebrate, because that is a bold, bold, bold step for her. But I recognize in our mentorship, she's in my inner circle. And I just saw something on her. I was like, you are just a vibe. And I just see something about you. And I can see you with the podcast. I can see you as a brand. I can see you. So we went through the whole process of, being branded as only one Tracy. And she basically trusted me and what I saw, because initially she didn't see it. And so what I've been thinking about lately, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have a better understanding of why coaches coach. Like how the greatest athletes have the greatest coaches. Because an athlete cannot be great without a great coach. But the reward of seeing my clients grow and become and believe and trust and listen to what I say, and it's just, I really don't have words to articulate it. But I told her the other day, okay, you got to go live now. We're going to grow your following for your platform, for your podcast. What's she saying? I love you, Miss Vicky. She's so funny. And I said, just go live, talk for 10 minutes, and tell people to subscribe to your channel. And so with much prompting, she did it. And I think she got about 25, 30 subscribers from that 8 minutes, actually. But it's going to grow. And so I said, okay, I'm going to go live now. And I'm just going to tell people to subscribe to my channel. So subscribe to my channel. Go and follow Only One Tracy, Traci. And I'm just so proud. And so for those who are in my program, you guys just bring me so much joy. Those who trust me, you know, as a mentor, and you're making an investment in your mentorship, is growing. And we're walking in something, and I know it. So all I keep saying is, where will we be a year from now? When we have like 100 or 200 clients. Oh my God, because it's going to happen. And so I'm just putting a system in place to handle that. And then when all my clients are like bringing in serious money, oh my God, my life is going to be so easy. All I got to do is go around and shoot content and edit and coach. Like, oh my God, don't worry, I'm still going to pray. But I just see that as my next, where I can spend focused time with a select group of people, and it brings brand awareness and visibility for them. And I'm so excited about that. I didn't see it coming this way. So even in moments when it's like, okay, God, what's happening? What is this? Why does it look like this? I still can see the big picture. So I just want to say this. Make sure you can see, even if nobody else can. Tracy going to be live again Sunday night. So that's it for now. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's just take about a minute. Everybody just put on there, subscribe to the channel. We're at 339. So for those who recall, hey Brianna, who is this on here? Anyway, thank you for saying you're happy for me. Anyway, I don't know what you talking about, baby. I'm trusting God for a refund. But anyway, for those who know, I just set a goal to have 100,000 subscribers by the time I release my podcast. I started my YouTube channel. I started later than Facebook, so I think 2018, 2019, 2018, I think. And it took me 7 years to get to 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. And then it took 2 more weeks to get to 339,000 subscribers after 7 years. And you know how the Bible says, I want to say in Habakkuk 2, 2 and 3, somewhere right up in there, though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come to pass. Yeah. So you figure that math for me. It took me 7 or 8 years to get to 100,000 subscribers. They just sent me my plaque. And in less than a month, we're at 339,000. A wind blew over my prayer for September. It brought in over 100,000 subscribers. And guess what? Now Shanika has a viral video. She'll probably be at 20. She will probably, my character, please hit the subscribe button. Go follow Sanctified Shanika too. The character that some people didn't believe in. She will probably be at 20,000 subscribers tomorrow. And when I first started the page about a month ago, it was so slow. It was not moving at all. I had like 12 subscribers. And I was posting and I'm like, okay, what's happening? And then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, one of my videos started going viral out of nowhere. And I feel like God is saying, you can't give up when it looks like it's not working. I call in my keys too, Stephanie. Thank you for that. Y'all hear me? Like, do you hear me? The page was not moving at all. Like, when I tell you, I was like, okay, what is this? Like, I'm posting the content, it's not moving. But I didn't stop. And I kept posting and I kept saying, I see it'll move. It will move. It will move. And now it was at 7,000 subscribers day before yesterday. And we blinked that day and it was at 11,000. I said, what is going on? I was like, okay, there's a video spinning around somewhere. Something is happening. So she'll probably be at 20,000 tomorrow or more. And you may not understand what that means if you've never tried to grow a platform. But it took me probably two or 3 years to get 20,000 on Pastor Kel's on YouTube. I remember distinctly that it took forever. But one of the things I just want to point out is that I decided I was going to get to 100,000. If you decide, decree, and declare a thing, it shall be established. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Y'all heard me say, I'm going to trust God for 100,000 subscribers by Christmas. And at that time, I had like 67,000. I realized it was picking up when it got to around 50,000. Like all of a sudden, we were getting about 100 a day. Now we're getting anywhere from 500 to 2,000 subscribers in one video. One live video, we're getting anywhere from 500 to 2,000 subscribers. When I was getting 100 a day, and was like, wow, we're finally like making progress. So I just want to encourage you, if there's somebody around you and you believe in something that God gave you and they don't listen to them. Don't hold it against them, but don't listen to them. You got to know what God told you. And though it tarries, wait for it. Because if you are consistent, consistency is a strategy, like real talk. And I think about it, y'all, I show up every day. I give it my all every single day. I really do. And I know that when you do it well and when you operate in excellence and when you show up no matter what you're going through, God's going to honor that faithfulness and consistency. God is going to honor it. So I told you I was going to tell you a bedtime story. So I'm going to tell you one real quick. Please hit the subscribe button. So we get to the airport in Detroit. I rented a minivan. It's really cute. It's a Kia. It's a really cute van. It's called a Carnival. Okay, it's cute. Anyway, I got to the airport. You know, I had to cancel my rental car yesterday. So I got to the airport today and we had our luggage and we were coming to I rented from Thrifty, okay? So we were trying to find a shuttle to get to the rental car place. So that was this, you know, I guess this middle-aged Caucasian gentleman who was the bus driver. Probably in his 60s. Yeah, in his 60s. So, yeah. And he was just standing there outside the bus. It looked like the bus was empty, didn't it? But it wasn't. He said, are y'all coming this way? I was like, yes, sir. He said, okay, let me get your bags. So, you know, I got my big suitcase. I started taking my big suitcase because I got to make sure I bring Shanika just in case. I just leave it half packed now because you got to be ready. So we get on the bus, and once we get on the bus, we realize there are other people on the bus too. And what he said was, I have to handle your luggage. You get the small one, I'll get the big ones. He said, because somebody got hurt with one of the luggages, and so we have to pick up the luggages now and place them for you. We're like, okay. So he takes our luggage. He places our luggage. He was very kind. It was probably about 10 people on the bus. So we get to the stop, to the rental cars, and make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel. We get to the rental car stop, and it was for Hertz and Thrifty. They all like together, whatever, the same shuttle. So everybody else, he said, okay, who's for Hertz? We're going to stop at Hertz first, and then we're going to stop at Thrifty. I'm like, cool. He said, where are the Hertz people? Everybody on the bus was for Hertz. So as I'm driving along, I'm like, okay, definitely got to give him a tip. So I got out a $20 bill. Got out a $20 bill, which is going to tip him. I didn't see a tip jar or anything, but, you know, he picked up my luggage, made my life easier, very kind. And everybody else got up and got off of the bus. Nobody gave him a tip. Nobody. They all said, thanks, buddy, and got off the bus. When I realized nobody gave him a tip, I said, well, that means I got to compensate. So I put the $20 bill back and I got a 50. I brought one $50 bill with me. I got out the 50. When we got to Thrifty, he grabbed our luggage. Had no idea. Nobody had tipped him. His posture did not change. You know how the Bible says, be careful because you may entertain an angel unaware? When nobody gave him a cent for his hospitality, he lifted their luggage, all of that. His countenance did not fall. He continued to be that polite gentleman. You feel me? And so it's crazy. And so I'm like, okay. So I had that 50. And so he got our luggage off. And I handed him the money, but I folded it up. He didn't know what I gave him. He had no idea what I gave him. He said, let me walk y'all inside. He didn't know what we gave him. He had no idea. He pushed our luggage inside. I said, don't lose your money. He said, I won't. As he was walking out, I saw that he had his hand in his pocket. Because he had on like some wind shorts. So you know how money can fall out of your pocket. I said, don't lose your money. Because he may have thought it was like $1 or something. He had no idea it was a $50 bill. And when he walked out, I just saw him walking out with his hand on the bill, like on the money, like making sure it didn't fall out. And I didn't even look to see his response because I went on up to the counter. But I said that to say this. I make no boast in myself. Lord knows I'm a work in progress. But there's no way my Father is going to have me recognize and honor other people for the service they do, and I not be recognized for the honor and service that I do for humanity. And then when I see where somebody else is slipping and I step up and I fill in the gap, I know my God's going to take care of me. And so I was just telling God today, if we going day by day, then we just going day by day. I'm not going to worry about it. Why would God prompt me over and over and over again? Hit the subscribe button on the channel. Why would God give me a prompt like that if he didn't have something greater for me? Like, God gives seed to the sower. And I just feel like I'm on my way, y'all. We're on our way. We're on our way. You're on your way. But pay attention to what God may be speaking to you. And if you'll stand in the gap, it's like the Bible says that the Lord searches the earth to and fro to see who he can show himself strong through. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works, and your Father in heaven shall be glorified. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works, your good works. There's no way you can have good works, do good works, and God be glorified and your life not change. There's no way. It would be impossible. So am I tired? Yes. Am I inconvenienced? Absolutely. I would much rather be at home in my bed right now. I have a full day tomorrow. I'm going to interview the grandmother, and then we're circling back to see the kids. And I'm not getting a dime. But I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. This is how my ministry started out. I didn't have a dime then when I was traveling around, and the Lord had sent me to pray for Avery. I didn't have the money for the plane tickets. I maxed out my credit card so that Brittany could come with me, and it made no sense to me. But from that hospital visit and from those prayers, Night of Miracles was born, and Warrior Nation was born, and I Believe in Miracles t-shirt was born. So when God gives you an instruction, don't count yourself out because you don't see where the provision is for it or whatever. If God tells you to do it, get to stepping. That's my advice tonight. Y'all feel me? So hit the subscribe button on the channel. I love y'all. I could sit here and talk to y'all all day. If I had it my way, I probably would. I would just spend my days teaching. And I'm getting to that. Teaching, coaching, and doing content. Like, honestly, I really wouldn't have to leave my house very often. I'm very content. Like, being in one place and being still. Because the Lord has allowed me to build a platform where I can reach the nations from home. What a mighty God we serve, as Georgia Swan always says on Instagram. Not to mention, my video went viral on Instagram last week as well. Not to mention, my content page has 149,000 subscribers on YouTube. Not to mention, by this time next year, I'll be set up for the rest of my life just off of YouTube. Oh, can somebody say glory? And not only will I be set up, I'm teaching other people how to do it too. because I'm not selfish. So hit the subscribe button on my channel. I love y'all. Thank you for saying it's a good word. Oh, somebody just really does not like me. Why this person still on my video? Who is that? Sound like you got a problem. I want to know who it is. They got so much to say. Daniela Cheryl. Probably a fake page. Sound like she got a personal problem with me. Daniela, she might be somebody on assignment to be over here snooping. That's what it seemed like. Let's look her up real quick. Daniela Cheryl. Why I can't pull it up? Daniella. Cheryl. I can't find her. That means she must have whoever this is, somebody playing, but anyway, I know. I just wanted to, let the demon out on here playing, saying stupid stuff. Oh, no, I'm good. Y'all know I don't pay that no attention at all. At all. But anyway, so I'll keep you all posted. Of course, we'll meet in the morning. Thursday morning, I'm flying back out, so we won't do prayer Thursday morning at 2 a.m. What? Hold on. Brittany can find... Y'all, let me tell y'all. Brittany should be a private investigator. Hold on before we go.
I went to all activity. You see what that says right there?
Nervous now. Stop lying on my cousin. Oh.
The name. I was like, that last name looks familiar. Because it does look familiar.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Yeah. So.
Huh.
Right.
Huh. Let me screenshot this.
Mm-hmm. It didn't. Okay.
Got it. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I will see y'all back in the morning. All right. I love y'all. Bye. See y'all in the morning. Okay. Exactly. We good up here in the prayer room. Absolutely.